Today we've got a massive meme match on our hands. We've got in the bottom right, on one of his Smurfs, is Bike Rush Owns as the black GDF, and the top left is Bike Rush True Fan, aka Tsachi, as the blue GDF. We're going to be doing a best of 3. I think Tsachi picked the first map, so we're going with Oasis. Already you can see a little different barracks placement. Bike possibly setting this up to go for a satellite over here. Place the barracks as far forward as possible, then possibly a vehicle bay, then you can throw your satellite here and get the refinery down here without having to move. This map is going to be very hard for Saki to turtle on. I don't think we need an introduction for him at this point, for his abilities there. You can kind of get some lockdown of this area, but it's not really to hold if you get tier 3 siege on you. So I don't imagine this one will be lasting too long either way. But we'll see what Bike is going to be doing. Bike is going to be the deciding factor because he's obviously probably the best player, and he's going to be the one that goes for aggression, if at all. Saki, though, getting his buildings in the middle, his fortifications. So Bike is sending these scouts out because he knows Saki likes to go for engineer cheese. So he's going to get that first kill on the field scout, try to run, doesn't get it in time. So they trade field scouts there, and Bike's knowing that he's going to get this engineer attacked, but he should be able to make it in time. So that engineer is safe, throws down a guard tower in case of capture later. Saki is kind of famous for getting a couple field scouts and escorting an engineer down to capture this TPC later. So we're going to see this field scout go into here to protect that. Something that's really important, I'm going to mention this almost every time I cast this game. So if you have a fortification captured, like here, 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 and here, you can basically have vision of the whole map. So it's really good to have control of these fortifications. They actually have more vision than bunkers, so it's really good to have those. Saki is pretty late with his own TPCs. Bike Rush has had them for about 30 seconds already, and Saki's only just now getting 2 of them. He went really safe with the field scouts here to protect, but he should know that because Bike went for 2 on this side, that there's not going to be anything pressuring this side. It looks like, yeah, that's what he did. So he went for the vehicle bay and he's going to expand down low. I don't like expanding down low because it's such a risk to put your tier 2 stuff here as well as your refinery, and you've only really got maybe half a field right now. You can see there's a route here and it'll gradually grow and eventually fill up here, but at the moment it's just such a risk to go for that. I generally prefer to move my MCB up here because it's arguably an equal risk, but it's actually worth it because this field is so dense up here, so you get your payback almost immediately. But you can really only throw 1 refinery down, so you're only going to get like the rate of 1 harvester at a time, basically, as opposed to throwing down 3 refineries over here. Because if you let your opponent get into this high ground spot, it's really easy to kill the refineries or the harvesters. Anyway, though, we've got Saki going for a 3 racks build into satellite, so we're going to see some infantry pressure early. I don't think either player has scouted the other base. Each player does have 3 of the fortifications though, so they're going to be able to see and defend their own expansions. I'm surprised Saki actually isn't going for the MCV move. He generally does that, but it looks like he's going for some... He wants to have a lot of army to defend against Bike Rush rushes, so that's probably why he's doing that. Way too many harvesters over here though. This is 6 is too many. You could only do 5 most, or this is going to mine out in 5 seconds. Especially if you're not going for the any expansion. He's on 1 base right now. As you can see, Bike Rush already has his first mini expansion up at least. And he's now throwing down 3 barracks because he knows he can afford it after this one. Specialist pod coming up for Bike also. No pod for Saki yet. And Doctrines, we've got the first for these 2. So we've got comms for the barracks and airfield, as well as fast development. No cells yet, none of the refineries. He's going to be fine to keep 3 of them there because he's got 5 harvesters. So you can pretty much do 2 harvesters per per refinery, so if you only had 2 refineries, that would not be enough for these harvesters, probably. Okay, Bike is scouting. He's got the mission control, so he's checking to see if he's going to expand up here soon. Bike has no intention of going to the high ground yet still. It looks like he's going to try to put some pressure on as well early. But he doesn't really know what Tsachi has, so he could be prepared to defend this. It looks like his first move is going to be denying this expansion, though. It's a big investment putting an engineer in there, so losing that is going to be pretty painful. He must be aware at least that Tsachi is sitting in his base. He's just not aware of the unit composition. So Saki's going for Riot Pod here, which is pretty good with GDF bearer. But I mean, like I said before, he's about to run out of money, so it's not really going to matter what he does if he doesn't expand. And Bike should know this. Yeah, all Bike really has to do at this moment, honestly, is just keep producing army. And he'll eventually have more army than Tsachi if he doesn't expand. It's really that simple. It's actually got 7, what is that, 7 harvesters? Yeah, this is going to be done in like 1 minute, not even. So Tsachi's about to run out of money, and Bike is getting presents all over the map. And about to deny this TPC over here, so Tsachi will really have no money. Now he's going to finally put in a scout to see what unit composition he's got at least. So he's going to see the riot vans. This amount of riot vans can be extremely deadly. However, as long as he gets enough hunter tanks, I think he should be okay. A lot of field scouts and 2 medics coming out here. There's 2 snipers for Bike, but it's really hard to kill the medics, to be honest, even with that, even with snipers. They tank them really well, so this army is looking pretty deadly for Tsachi. Bike not going for too much, though. He's still going to retreat here and just pick off that TPC for free. So he's definitely not going to want to take a bad engagement here still. He saw Tsachi moving out, so he's going to try to get a good angle here. Actually moving his MCV over here. I've never seen this before. That's a really interesting expand. He's focusing down the riot vans, but there's some stuns from the medics. Oh, he doesn't get a single stun from those riot vans. That's really bad. These medics still getting some stuns in though. Okay, comms interference comes down. These vehicles are all silenced. Running the hunter tanks in, but I think it's a bit too late. He's got a lot of hunter tanks here to defend this. Not enough drone ops to really deal with these hunters, so I think Bike should have this fight, but it is pretty close, I would say. If Bike can survive this attack, he's pretty much done. There's no expansion for Tsachi still. It is going to be tough to kill this now. The drone ops are repairing. The drone ops are respawning. And there's a comms are coming in, so this army is going to be more effective with the comms bonus. It looks like Bike is not having enough AoE to deal with this. This is really interesting. Does he have tier 3 up? Yeah, he's got tier 3 up, so he should get a turret. Okay, he's got the Tempest artillery, so if he gets that power, that should be plenty to defend this now. Yeah, that's the AoE he needed to deal with this infantry. Let's see if he can get that repaired. Yeah, this is looking like trouble. He's got to get some more turrets up in his main base, I would say. Because he'll still be fine if he can defend this, but his MCV is exposed here, so this isn't looking too great for him. Actually, drone maulers come out. That's interesting to deal with the hunters, but a lot of stuff by itself here. He's definitely going to struggle to do this. There is a tiny bit of money left, and they're long-distance mining this field right now. So the army is dwindling a bit. Bike is also pretty much out of money because this expansion has been silenced. So I'm not sure if he's got the money to... Okay, let's see what he's got. He's got 3k, so he should be fine to hold this. Laser turret comes up. Focused on the hunters. It's too late. It's already going to die. Yeah, so he's got to regroup here. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Those medics put in so much work because the snipers just really aren't enough to kill them. Yeah, see, look at that. It only does like 25% health. You gotta take like 3 shots just to kill one sniper. Wow, one medic. His MCV is gonna go down here. This is crazy. What does he got for intel? Not enough intel to even make some riot troopers. He didn't have any AoE to deal with the infantry. That's the problem. In a GDF mirror, you've got to go something for AoE, especially if the guy goes 3 barracks. Tsachi is punishing everything, though. Bike is now the one that has almost no economy. This harvester is going, I don't even know where he's going. Not a lot of army for either side. Okay, so there's no grenades here, so he's going to throw the drone ops in here to make a last stand. There's no MCV though, so there's no hope for any Tempest artillery to defend this. Does he still have a sniper up? Where is his sniper? He's got one still, must be in this bunker. Yep, there it is. Yeah, it looks like he's going to defend this actually. He gets a perfect concave in his base. This is probably what he should have done earlier, to be honest, because all he's got to do is bleed out Tsachi. And he's actually using his harvester to run over the guys. It's so funny. The harvesters for the win. He should have enough DPS here to deal with these hunter tanks. A lot of riot troopers coming in though. This could actually even the fight again. Does he have anything to deal with this? He's only got the one sniper still. That's not gonna kill all these guys in time. Another medic comes out. That's gonna hurt a lot. He's gonna rely on these bunkers. Okay, Bike's got his own riot troopers though. Oh no, these are Tsachi still, yeah. Yeah, these riot troopers are gonna go crazy right now. They cannot be run over by tanks, so they're absolutely denying everything right now that comes out of the barracks. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Riot troops are going to deny everything that comes out of barracks. You don't even need grenades at this point, to be honest. That's actually pretty crazy control from Tsachi. I've never... Wow, yeah. GG. I haven't seen Tsachi use that well control in a while. That was a pretty well timed attack. Alright, game 2 here. Tsachi has won the first game. And both players have switched colors, which is not annoying at all. So we've got in the bottom left as the red GDF, Bike Rush, and in the right we've got the green GDF as Tsachi. Let's see, so we've got barracks in the, yeah, so Bike's build is probably going to be a 3 refinery, and then go for the satellite here and put a factory. The timing pretty much works out, so when you get the 3 refineries done, and your 3rd engineer will capture this right as the 3rd refinery is done, so you can throw it on your vehicle bay. Tsachi, I don't think really does that. He just goes for 3 refinery anyway, and then he usually likes to do his MCV expand up here, which is not really great if you're going for eco. If you're going for eco, this is pretty much the best way to do it, to get your vehicle bay here. But anyway, we will see how this goes. Bike sending out 2 scouts to get vision of both sides. Vision of both sides is incredibly important because not only can your army sneak around, but Tsachi has been devilish lately with his engineer rushes. This part of the map is extremely annoying because he can sneak his engineer here, and it's like like 5 feet away from your MCV. So if you don't see it in that 5-second time frame, you're kind of messed up. This fortification can kind of see all of this area, but it's not a guarantee. You're gonna notice it. So Bike is gonna take a look over here and see that the bunker is taken. Honestly, if he got his field scout up, oh, he's gonna get it in this bunker, so that should work anyway to deny the engineers. Tsachi doesn't even have any engineers coming out though. He's going for a lot of scouts, and I'm not sure why. He's trying to hunt Bike's own engineers, it looks like, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get any of them. Yeah, he should be able to get in there. Plenty of time. There is, oh, he's gonna get this one actually. Let's see, he throws down the guard tower in time though, so great awareness by Bike there. This engineer is gonna, oh, he's gonna do something. He's gonna get that shot down, I think. Ooh, that was a close one. 2 more shots and he's dead, I think. Risky plays here from Tsachi, and since he didn't lose any engineers, this means Bike is extremely in the lead, because Tsachi has no engineers of his own. so he's going to be behind in his TPC economy. Yeah, so this... Oh, this is actually Tsachi's scout, so he's going to deny this TPC for a while, but this one's up, so that still means that Bike is ahead. Yeah, you can see he's actually low power, because normally with this build, you're going to have enough if you get the 2 TPCs for power, but since you didn't, now he's going to be low power. He's going to have to go for power plants way faster than he should. And he's still... Okay. He's gotten... Yeah, this is what he's going to do. He's going to throw his engineer around here, but he's already got the field scout waiting because he knows about this BS. Oh, he's actually not even going for that. He's just going for the TPC with an escort. Where is the other engineer? Here he is. Looks like he's going to get in safely. He has enough scouts to deal with these 2 scouts, so I'm not sure why he's not pushing to get his engineer. Did that get sniped? Am I crazy? Or did he only go 2 engineers and he just put it in the mission control just now? I think that's what happened. I may have missed that. Scouting the main base, seeing that there's no expansion, and going for 2 factory, 2 barracks is Tsachi. Bike's got 1, 2... Oh, he actually goes refinery first. That's interesting. Yeah, so that's a way to get a faster 2 harvesters. You can get a decent faster economy, but your factory is going to be delayed, obviously. So harvester difference now is 6 to 4. So Bike clearly in the economy lead, especially with the... actually, not with the TPCs, so it could be... Yeah, it's not that far apart. He's lacking this TPC, so that... I think that equals about 1 harvester, so let's say it's 5 to 6 right now. See what Bike is looking at. Yeah, not much to do at the moment. He's just macroing, getting his economy up. His doctrines, he's going for the same too. Yeah, he's actually sold a refinery this time. You can see there's only 2 in his base now. Okay, so he goes for factory after the third refinery, that is. So he pulled a harvester down from this base. Okay, you gotta micro these guys though. See how... Okay, I think you did that. You can see how they kind of get... Especially because this one is closer to the field, they're gonna get all stuck on each other here. So it's like freaking Brood War. You gotta micro your workers to make sure they're both mining at the same time. So you're gonna want to send like this one down here right now, for example, instead of having it wait in line. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's a very annoying part of GDF, but it is what it is. Sending another harvester up there from the vehicle bay, it looks like. Kind of interesting. I don't know why he wouldn't just build it from here, but anyway, he still hasn't captured this TPC. I think he forgot about it. Tsachi only just now getting this expansion, so he's definitely going to be behind economy-wise. Two Sentinels coming over here. Again, going for Riot Pod. He knows it's super deadly in GDF mirror, so if Bike doesn't scout this, that's... Okay, he's going to get a scout in here, though. He should know what's coming. I really hope he reacts properly this time, because, I mean, you have to have some AoE to deal with this. The snipers aren't going to cut it. They just don't... Like I said before, they don't deal with the medics soon enough, and he's already got one of them up. Yeah, 1 medic for Tsachi and the comms rig. I'm impressed he's using comms rig now, to be honest, because he didn't used to use it. But this will give you comms bonus, especially if you're going for Riot Pod, because if you need the specialist pod for comms officer, obviously, and that's your best other option for comms, especially if you're out in the field. So comms rig is going to be a great choice here for the Riot Pod. Oh, I'm totally mistaken. This is... Okay, no, this is Tsachi, my bad. Yeah, so Tsachi is going for the Riot Pod and comms rig, my bad. What does Bike have in return? He has a satellite, but no pod yet. Extremely ahead in doctrines, though, so he's going to get close to these infantry buffs, which is good. Still no TPC. Vision, definitely in favor of Bike, but Army, I would say, is in favor of Tsachi. It's looking a lot like it was last time. He again goes for Specialist Pod. He has the airfield now, though, so I'm guessing he's going to get some Yeah, he's going to get some peacekeepers. That's the AoE he needs to deal with these riot medics. He's actually putting some pressure on. What was that? That must have been just a scout. Oh, probably some field drones, yeah. What is this beacon doing? Is this a distraction? He threw down a barracks, but there's no army anywhere to follow this up. I'm not sure what's going on here. What is going on? Yeah, I've got no explanation for that. Army supply is in favor of Tsachi, actually, and he's got 3 medics out. Honestly, I don't know what you're going snipers for with this army composition, to be honest. You might want to go for a maiden to kill these drone ops, because the snipers just aren't going to kill these riots. The best thing to do is definitely with the peacekeeper suppression to get them down, so that'll help him here, but this army is looking pretty deadly for Tsachi again. If he doesn't get these vans killed, that's going to be a problem for him. As you can see, he's gone for mostly sentinels as well. Let's see how this micro is. Peacekeepers are really important here. You can't afford to lose these. You gotta micro them back. Oh, he gets the stun off. All of Bike's infantry stunned right now. Riot medics go down with their pods. Oh, he actually sniped them well this time. Okay, he focused them really well. And all the riot medics go down for Tsachi. That's really important here. So now these medics are gonna have free reign on the rest of the infantry. Hunter tank's coming out now, so he's gonna have some more meat in this army. Crazy amount of field scouts go. Field scouts do really well in GDF mirrors. People don't use them enough, I don't think. They're gonna protect your drone ops so they can deal even more damage. Tsachi coming in here to the main base again. Bike should have a decent angle here, though. He's got to get these infantry AoE down, though, with these peacekeepers. You can't send them in that early, though, alone. They're going to get picked off. Okay, Com's stun comes down. He loses all the peacekeepers. This is not good. He's got to find a way to kill these drones. There's too much DPS in this main base right now. Oh, he loses all his field scouts, though, to Hunter crushes. That's a big piece of his army. I think Bike's gonna pull this off now. Army supply clearly favoring Bike now, and there's actually 3 more medics coming up. Where are they at? I'm not seeing them with the army yet, so I think this is entire army from Tsachi is going to go down. Some army looping around here. It looks like that's where the medics are, yeah. Bike is probably going to be able to snowball now, though. He's got double the army supply after that engagement. Going up to third. Yeah, shield bait. These would have been so good 2 minutes ago. It would have killed all the drone ops and killed all the DPS. I don't know why more guys don't do this in GDF mirrors. Shield bait is just so deadly. Yeah, economy's looking good here for Bike. You got 10 to 9. Yeah, Tsachi's pretty even in economy, but I would say the army is definitely in favor of Bike after that last fight, especially the composition now. He's not going to be able to remake... He doesn't have enough barracks to remake those infantry fast enough, so you can't afford to lose all those ops and field scouts. Not the best peacekeeper micro there, but it's going to be enough to get the job done. He's even got the Tempest pod now, throwing down an artillery strike. This is going to be it, I think. He's got to be aware of this army, though, coming in from the back. This can do some damage if he's not careful. Yeah, this should be good, though. He should be able to wrap this up. No, that's the tier 3 from Tsachi 2, so there's no chance for some artillery to defend this. As long as Bike doesn't get a massive stun on his army, he should be okay. Even a scrambler out here. He's got enough intel for a, yeah, that's it. GG to Bike. The series is 1-1 now. Alright, guys. This is the third match, the best of 3, the deciding match. Bike Rush pulled back and won the second match, so we're tied at 1 apiece. Again, they have switched colors, which is not annoying at all. So we've got on the right side Tsachi as the red GDF, and on the left side we've got the blue GDF as Bike Rush. Both guys going with identical placement here for the barracks to get some comms bonuses for your harvesters. I think I loaded in late here. They've already got their first doctrines up. So I don't know why. See, he's going for fast development, but it's like if you're going to put your barracks here, the entire point is you get the comms bonus first. So Bike has gotten the comms bonus, so he's going to have fast harvesters right out of the gate. Tsachi is doing the correct thing here, though, with his engineers. Sending his engineers first before building any scouts to get the TPCs early. What just happened to me in one game was my opponent actually rushed field scouts. So he built 3 of them and got 1, 2, 3 of these bunkers on my side. But it's like, it's not really worth it. You're not denying too much there. So it's really probably more important to just go for your 2 TPCs right off the bat to get that economy up. I pretty much just went for a satellite after the factory and just built 1 grenade and cleared them all out, so it's really not that much of a hassle. It's just a bad investment for GDF, I think. Oh, he's already starting with this. He's throwing the engineer all the way around the map. Bike is probably going to be ready for this, though. Throws down a guard tower here. Captures the bunker. I wonder what he's doing with this guy. The guard tower I have not seen him do before. This is interesting. This guard tower is to protect against drone op harass, though. And he's even got some field scouts on the top of the map, so there should be no way for him to sneak in here, right? I don't think Pike's going to let that happen. The timing here, though, can be pretty crazy, because he'll try to get your MCV right as it moves down here. He actually just got my MCV with that one game. It was pretty crazy. So the problem is you can't actually see. There's kind of a blind spot right here. So this bunker and this bunker isn't going to be able to see this coming. So he's going to have to wait until he gets to the field to actually notice it. It's going to be pretty wild if this gets in. I don't think he's aware of this guard tower, though, so if he might walk into this accidentally. Yeah, this is going to be a mistake here from Tsachi, I think. He's going to get himself revealed, it looks like. Again, I don't know what the guard towers are for. Maybe just keep the engineer alive if he has to retreat it. He does know the blind spot, though, so I guess he knows the guard tower placement. Is there anything here from Bike to stop this? Can we get a drum roll, please? Field Scout gets in. Yeah, great awareness there. Rest in peace, engineer. Good try. You're about 3 seconds away from it, but... Anyone else's heart rate pumping from that? 5 drone ops, 6 drone ops for Tsachi right now, so he's going for 1, 2, 2 and 2. Gonna get some... Actually, this is interesting. He's got some field scout pressure here, so he's gonna try to... Yeah, he's gonna try to pressure this in early. That's really interesting. He can actually attack move into this. It's only ops. These field scouts can go kill him right now. What do you not do? What are you doing, man? Get some free damage on that. Yeah, the Sentinels come in now, but if he took out some of the drone ops, he could have straight up taken that fight and killed the Sentinels too. He didn't have the second barracks up yet, so there wasn't a way to reinforce, but I guess he didn't know that. He probably assumed there were some more Sentinels coming. Look at that, he says no, I just missed that. Alright, what's the harvester count at? Bike is up 2 harvesters again. Because Tsachi went for that nonsense, probably put all his attention to the engineer. So Macro is falling behind here. Doctrine, he's still only got the fast development doctrine. Oh man, his macro is so far behind. And one thing I'm going to highly recommend against, I know he's going to do it, man. He's going to throw his satellite right here, which is terrible. I guess he does it to like wrap around all the way, but it's just not worth it. If you're going to do that, just throw it over here so you can wrap around this way to get your refineries in. Because it's just so exposed over here, he's going to get killed immediately. I don't mind the airfield placement, but putting the satellite there just doesn't make sense. So let's see if he does that. 2 power plants in the back, that's fine. Any satellite for Bike yet? No, okay, he's going satellite now. And he's got air tower already, so he's going to get some peacekeepers again, probably. Yeah, there it is. Stop doing this. This is not helpful at all. I just told him this today, but he's still doing it. I thought he understood why, but I guess not. Spy drone's coming in from Tsachi, so Bike knows that he's got an airfield. Spy drone ability is locked through airfield purchase, so that's how he knows. Where is... Yeah, that's where his airfield is. So he's also going for peacekeepers. And Bike is going to scout this with his own spy drones. So each guy knows the other has airfield. Sentinel scout coming in. He doesn't... Oh, he does have the marking doctrine, so he's going to get some intel from this. So that's good. And also some scout. Many GDF guys don't utilize this enough. If you go for this marking doctrine, you can get a fast Sentinel scout in, and you're going to get like so much intel from just attacking each building once, and especially for rigs, that's 5 guys a pop, because the wheels count as 1. So you're going to get 5 intel from marking each rig, which is extremely helpful early game. You can go for some riot troopers early, or a comms rig early, and afford some shield maidens too. Like this, it allows you for so much utility. Specialist pod once again for Bike. Oh, he's actually going for a sky crane. I didn't see that. Wow, those do so much damage against that. That was just 2 shots and it's half dead. These peacekeepers are getting... Yeah, that's going to go down. These peacekeepers are getting extremely nerfed in the next patch. They actually had a bug that was preventing their damage from doing full damage, but now it's been fully realized, and it's pretty insane. They shouldn't be that good at anti-air because they have 2 jobs, and they've kind of been countering dragonflies right now, which is really only Dynasty's only answer for anti-air. So, I mean, dragonfly should hard counter these guys, and they simply just don't right now. So, probably want to get an engineer in there to repair that. Army supply is even right now. It's dead even. Bike is still up a bit in doctrines, but Tsachi actually has the harvester advantage now. That's interesting. Did he go for fast tier 3? Yeah, so he's got tier 3. And Tsachi does not have a data core yet, I don't think. What is this, 2 repair arrays? What are you doing? Yeah, Tsachi doesn't have a data core now, so Bike is going to be going for tier 3 stuff. Tempest turret already, so this is going to pretty much prevent anything tier 1 and 2 from coming in from Tsachi. Throwing another one up here for good measure. Yeah, this is the problem with this map. It could potentially turn into an hour-long game. You can pretty much have 2 Tempest turrets cover like the entire map. Look at this range right now. This covers like over half of the map from top to bottom, which is craziness. There's just no way to flank on this map, and it makes for extremely annoying turtle games. Riot pod up again for Tsachi. So I would say he's got to do something fast though. The Riot fans are actually pretty good at tanking the Tempest artillery, but I still wouldn't wait too long. He's already got 2 up, so that's probably already going to be really hard to break through. If you're Bike though, you're going to want to push him pretty soon too, because he's actually got the Tempest, the data core up soon. So he's going to have some artillery soon. Harvester count is evened up, but it doesn't matter that much if you're going for a pretty late game on this map, because this Tempest field's going to mine out anyway. So Harvester count not extremely important, especially since they've already gone to the 9-minute mark here. Does either guy want to engage the other? Is that the question? Looks like the answer is yes for Tsachi. He's going to throw in some Riot vans here. He's feeling pretty confident with these vans. Bike gets an insane amount of intel from that though, up to 177. He should probably be going either Trebs or DCUs really fast. No pod yet though. Attack coming in for Tsachi, but he's going to get shut down hard with these turrets. They're all in range of him. That's so deadly. Yeah, he's going to pull back. Smart decision. Ah, dude, no, you should have pulled back. Oh, man. There's no way, right? What are you saying GG for? That's probably a cocky GG saying he's gonna win. Oh my god. Yeah, you can't do that, man. You can't. That's what GDF players don't understand. You can't throw your T1 army into Tempest artillery. That's entirely what they're designed to do. You have to either match them with your Trebs, or just get DCUs and overpower all the ground units and defenses. He does have the Tempest artillery, the Tempest pod, excuse me, and I think that's going to be it. This artillery does come up, but I don't think it's going to be in time. He's got enough hunter tanks to tank this. The Hunter tanks will do okay as long as you've got not much army hunting them down, so you should be able to break this now. Even throwing up this beacon and more artillery for good measure. Yeah, getting some spy drones on that, hunting down the artillery. That is pretty much the last threat he's got here. Yeah, there's nothing left here to defend. The Riot Van push wasn't a bad idea, but if you're going to go for Riot Van, you should probably push a lot sooner, to be honest. Like, that was like 10 minutes that push happened, and that was way too late. Yeah, he's even got his own Trebs up, so... yeah, Trebs, I mean, yeah, like I just said, the Riot Pod came in a bit late. He could've, if he used the timings he's been using in the last 2 matches, I think he could've done something. But those Riot Vans just hit too late, and Bike had too much army, and that's gonna be it. GG to Bike, he takes the series 2 games to 1.